who had been back there for 3 years doing that. He had kind of gotten the niche of how to do it and everything, especially whenever your defense is Indianola Academy's defense.
Right to left. Davis will work from the gun, has Smith as an H-back. Davis will play action, throws right side to Smith out of the backfield. He's got a Greenville Motorsports first down. Ball is loose. The Raiders say they've recovered. Still no signal from the officials. Now they say Raider football. Wow. Smith had an opportunity for a big game there after the catch, put it on the ground, and the first turnover of the night goes to the Raiders.
Yeah, it did, and a tough break there for the Colonels offense. Stephon Smith doing a great job catching the ball or running after he caught the ball there. Got hit pretty hard. You got to give it up to Kirk Academy right now. They're bringing the thunder. They're not scared to hit. They don't care. Indianola Academy has been in the state championship game the past couple of years. They don't care that they're bringing a 3-1 record in here, and they're just ready to come out here and play and execute tonight. Like you said earlier, watching first home game of the season. They're excited to be playing in their home red.
First and 10 Raiders from their own 39 after the fumble recovery. McDermott under center, hands off to his fullback, Ballard. And he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage, fights for a couple up to the 41. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Raiders.
Indianola just doing a good job once again, stacking it up in there and just really making it tough for Kirk Academy running backs not being, able to run the ball there. I believe we're still trying to get our live stream issues worked out, folks. So if you're not seeing it on there right now, stay patient with us. Still trying to work on that.
2nd and 8 Raiders from their own 41. McDermott will turn and toss it right side. And stretching for a first down across midfield and into Colonel territory is Evan Blanchett as he's taken down at the Colonel 46. Lester coming over to make the stop. 13-yard pickup.
Well, once again, Kirk Academy doing a good job running downfield there, just stretching the field. Indianola Academy, I thought, did a good job there. And once Kirk running back found a nice running lane there to hit in, it was wide open, and Indianola Academy just had to chase him down from the backside there.
1st and 10 Raiders from the Colonel 46. Ball on the near hash. Colonel's on top 7-0 with 4:05 to play first quarter. Lancet on the carry again and runs into a white wall there. Stacked up and brought down. Peyton Barnes leading the charge. Also Ashton Powell in there as well.
Now that's Indianola Academy defense right there, stuffing it up in the middle there, not giving anywhere to run for the Colonel's offensive running backs there. And Indianola Academy winning it in the trenches right there. That's going to be the recipe for the game success tonight.
2nd and 10 from the 46. McDermott under center with high formation in the backfield. Flags are down. Officials blow this one dead.
I didn't see anything. I saw maybe the fullback jumping a little bit. I couldn't tell maybe if they're going to call that on him or not. Not sure. I cannot tell what was going on there that time. The officials, that's why I don't get paid to officiate, though. We got Gage Berry joining us up here in the booth tonight, along with Bailey Partridge up here, filming for the Colonel's crew. They're excited to be up here in Grenada tonight.
Be a 5-yard penalty against the Raiders. We'll back them up to their own 49.
Watson, I've been trying to work on them maybe quarter.
Colonel's on top 7-0, and we're driving before a Stephon Smith fumble was recovered by the Raiders. And we're going to have another offensive player lined up
in the new
offside, so that'll back them up another 5 yards. Bring up 2nd and 20 for Kirk Academy. Well, you get a turnover, you get a couple of positive plays, get a first down in your opponent's territory, and then back-to-back penalties. Raiders shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's
here.
tough there. That's really tough.
2nd and 20 from the Kirk 44. Derman under center with Reed and Blanstead in the backfield. Play action. McDermott looking to pass. Wide open, caught by Jake Draper. And he's going to step out of bounds at the IA-43. So they get a good chunk of that back and now got a 3rd and manageable play.
Yeah, beautifully executed play there by Kirk Academy's offense. Ran a very nice play-action fake there. And I'm not sure who had that guy there on that time. Just getting out here in the flats, wide open. Looked like maybe a tight end from the backside, dragging across the middle of the field there. Kirk's quarterback, give him credit. He found him wide open in the middle of the field, and after that, did a great job catching the ball. Proud that Randy Kimball was able to use that 12th man, the sidelines, to bring him down there. Otherwise, that receiver had a pretty good head full of steam.
13-yard gain, 3rd and 7 Raiders from the Colonel 43. Ball is on the near hash. I formation behind McDermott. Play action, he'll turn to his right, keep it for himself. He's in trouble. Going to be wrapped up by Ashton Powell and thrown down out of bounds. Will McDermott stayed on his feet. He was fighting for extra yards, but could not get away from Powell. They'll mark it at the 45. A loss of 2 will bring up 4th and 9.
You can tell our guys are playing tonight, but you don't really see the enthusiasm there watching that we normally see. You can tell that they're not really all that fired up, and you know, they got to remember this is a district game here, and we got to come out here and execute. But you can tell right now, just then, I mean, right in front of us, there weren't really any licks being passed there, and somebody should have popped some helmets there. That running back or the quarterback was just kind of running around scrambling there. Somebody should have came in and thrown him down. So anyway, not sure what's going on all here too.
Like maybe some personnel issues for the Raiders. Got somebody late coming onto the field as Ballard on to punt. He will go back and stand at his own 45. Wesley Lester back this time to return. The high end over end kick. Lester going to take it at the 12. Has a head full of steam to the 25-30 and tripped up there. And will fall forward to the 32. 20-yard return out of Lester will set the Colonels up 1st and 10 as they lead Kirk Academy 7-0 with 1:25 to play in the first quarter.
I'm not sure what Randy Kimball and also Stephon Smith keep looking over here on the home sidelines a lot for. I don't know. It's like almost like they're checking in with their coaches to see what they're saying. Not sure, but I'm sure some pretty good chatter going on down there as this is a district rivalry here, and you know, hey, we got to come over here and play and execute. Anytime you go on the road, it's hard to stay focused.
1st and 10, Colonels from their own 32. Davis will go under center. Backs are split. He'll turn handoff to Day-Day Willis. First time Willis is in the backfield since Starkville a couple of weeks ago, and Willis picks his way straight ahead to the 38. Picks up 6. Will leave the Colonels with 2nd and 4.
All right, I just heard that we are up and streaming now. But said next week we will not be live streaming, so you'll be just listening to us on 96.9 Super Talk next week.
Bless their heart.
If you want to hear that game.
2nd and 4 for the Colonels. Davis will run the option right side, keeps it for himself, and he's brought down after a 3-yard gain to the 41. Will leave the Colonels with 3rd and 1.
Well, right here, this is gut check time. Right here in midfield, really nobody's taking over the advantage of the game here, the momentum. And we're right here in midfield here. We're in, you know, hey, we got to dig deep right here, call on them big offensive linemen, fire out them stances, and let's get that 1 yard, move these chains.
This will likely be the final play of the first quarter. 23 seconds on the clock and running. Colonels on top, 7-0. A flag is down as officials will blow this one dead. Davis tried the option right side, but this one will come back a false start against the Colonels.
Well, I guess, you know, the first 4 weeks, the officials, they kind of let you play a little bit there, and then after that, they're like, all right, guys, it's week 5. We ought to have this thing down pat now. We're going to start calling some flags here. Nonetheless, Indianola Academy now shooting themselves in the foot.
It'll be 3rd and 6 from the Colonel 36. Clock stopped with 18 seconds to play in the first quarter. Now they'll run it. Colonels will have time to get off one more snap. I formation behind Davis with Putnam and Kimball split out to the near side. Play action for Davis. Rolls now going to tuck it and run. Going to be close to the first down marker. Stepped out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 2 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Let's see where they mark it. Going to put it right at the 40. Will lead the Colonels with 4th and 2.
Yeah, looks like going to be 2 yards short there, and going to have to bring on Josh Hill in the punting unit here.
Hill will come on and punt. 14 attempts on the year. He's averaging 34.2 per kick. His longest was 51. It was in week 2 against St. Joe.
If we have any kind of fake lined up, now be a good time to try.
Hill will punt it away. It's a high spiral kick. Will hit at the 26. Take a short Raider roll back to the 29, and that's where it will be down. Raiders will have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. 31-yard punt out of field, no return, and that brings the first quarter to a close with the IA Colonels on top 7-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Bank has always been serious about delivering a better experience in every interaction that we have with our customers. It's all about what matters most to you. Making the lives of our customers better is what makes us a better bank, because there's more to banking than money. With locations in Batesville, Belzona, Cleveland, Greenville, Hernando, Hollandale, Indianola, Senatobia, South Haven, Vicksburg, and Grenada, we're Mississippi's Guarantee Bank and Trust Company. Big bank sophistication, small town values. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planters Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planters Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Grenada. Colonels on the road at Kirk Academy. And as we enter the second quarter, Indianola Academy on top 7-0. Raiders will have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. Kirk will now work right to left as we start the second quarter of play.
I believe we're here now that the live stream is back on. So, folks, appreciate everybody being patient out there. And sorry we can't entertain you solely by ourselves, and you have to be out there watching. I did hear, though, that we're not able to feed the score on there, so it is 7-0 to start this second quarter.
Raider quarterback McDermott will go under center with I formation in the backfield. Turns to his left, in trouble, and drops Josh Hill in the backfield in a hurry and brings McDermott down back at the 23, a loss of 6 on the play. Will leave the Raiders with 2nd and 16.
Kind of a delayed blitz there from the backside. Josh Hill did. Looked like Kirk Academy's quarterback was faked the handoff there and then was going to roll kind of a bootleg out here to the opening. And Josh Hill read it wisely, did a great job of getting in there and making a nice tackle there. I'd give him a sack on that.
2nd and 16 for the Raiders as just underway in the second quarter, 11:25 on the clock. Colonels on top, 7-0. McDermott under center. Ballard and Blanstead in the backfield. Play action, McDermott going to come to the near side, in trouble again, and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Eli Lipsy getting up there to make the stop. They'll mark it at the 21. A loss of 2 will bring up 3rd and 18.
Josh Hill has grown as a player over the years. He has really come into his own there playing that linebacker position. Just then got taken on. He was getting blocked there, and then the running back for Kirk Academy popped him pretty hard from the outside, kind of double teams him. He bounced out for 1 second, bounced 1 second back, and then just held his own ground there. Did a great job breaking down there, spreading the field so Kirk's quarterback could not get to the outside.
Houston Dana checks in at defensive end for the Colonels. 3rd and 18. McDermott under center. He'll send one receiver to the right, one to the left. Going to toss it right side. Ball is on the ground. Raiders in trouble. And going to be brought down from behind. Back at the 19 is where they'll mark it. Wesley Lester was giving chase. They'll mark it at the 20. So a loss of 1. Bring up 4th and 19. That drive, not exactly what the Raiders were looking for.
You know, and still, like I said earlier, normally when a ball's on the ground like that, you see a little bit more excitement out of the Colonels there. They really just didn't get to the ball with the pep that I've seen them play in the past couple of weeks here. Nonetheless, though, I'll take that definitely defensive stand there. Great series by the Colonels defense.
Ballard will go back to punt. Woods Toller will be the return man on this one for the Colonels. He'll stand at the Raider 49 with 9:40 to play before the half. Colonels on top 7-0. Should have great field position to start this next drive. A high spiral kick, great effort out of Ballard. That will hit at the 39 and take a Raider roll inside the 35 to the 33. Well, talk about breathing some life into your team there. Ballard gets the job done. Colonels will start 1st and 10 from their own 33.
Well, like you were talking earlier, said we should have some good field position. Suddenly that nice booming punt there, and the Kirk punt man did a great job of flipping the field there for Kirk's defense. Going to give them a manageable start here on this series in the second quarter.
47-yard punt out of Ballard, no return. 1st and 10 Colonels from their own 33.
You know, watching that momentum is still out there in the middle of the field waiting for anybody taking here. Colonel's offense just really hadn't been able to capitalize on anything yet. Love to see something start this series.
Ball on the near hash. Davis out of the gun. Sends James Hill in motion far side. It will be Hill who takes the handoff and puts his head down, dropped right at the first down marker. May have to have a measurement here. I like the Colonels getting James Hill involved. Came into this one with only 6 carries on the season. Glad to see now he's going to be a big part of this offensive game plan as they do say first down. Colonels give him 10 on the carry.
Yeah, he's a nice addition back there in the backfield. Where that blocker really excelled there was Thomas Putnam, the wide receiver out there. Normally you see the receivers try to block him in there. Well, Putnam saw the defensive back wanted to shoot outside, so he took him outside there. James Hill wisely read the block, cut up inside there, got the yardage for the first down.
Greenville Motorsports first down to the Colonel 43. Handoff goes to Lester around the left side, has a block and tripped up after a first down pickup. They're going to mark it at the Raider 46. Give him 11 on the carry. Another Greenville Motorsports first down.
Well, he's a victim of self-tacklization there. As he made that cut, that short grass there just it's going to be taking some use to.
Backs are split. Davis looking to pass, going deep down the left side, threw it into double coverage, and that ball incomplete, should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
Wow, the Nestor all over Davis right now. I can hear him from over here saying, get in the game. We've seen Davis throw into double and triple coverage quite a bit this season. A senior quarterback, third-year starter. Really don't like seeing that.
Yeah, sometimes you can't force it, and he did there that time. Randy Kimball, kudos to him. He really laid out there like Superman trying to catch that ball, but you're exactly right. Watson should have been picked off by the defensive back. Maybe if he had gotten his head maybe a little bit more on the swivel, Mike could have picked that thing off there. Fortunately for the Colonel's offense, it was incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 46. Handoff goes to Lester. Spinning for a first down and dragging a couple of defenders. There is a flag down back at the 43 as they mark Lester down at the 31. Would be a pickup of 15, but we'll check the penalty marker.
I'm hoping that's going to be sideline infraction or something maybe. I don't know.
It's like illegal substitution against the Raiders. Penalty will be declined. 15-yard run for Lester and a Greenville Motorsports first down.
And Kirk Academy going to talk about it. They're calling a timeout.
The timeout Raiders with 8:16 to play in the second quarter. Colonels on top 7-0. Maybe there is no timeout. Players still on the field, I think. Head coach Ken Chandler just would like an explanation. We'll keep it here.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. The coach was throwing the tee up there. Maybe he was wanting to give him a technical part of his mind.
The Colonels will have it 1st and 10 from the Raider 31. On top 7-0 here in Grenada. District opener for both of these teams. And a few minutes earlier, this is the home opener for Kirk Academy. The first 4 weeks on the road. How would you like that?
Yeah.
Kurt's shaking his head. He wouldn't be too fond of it.
Yeah, no joke. Look, this coach is pretty upset here now, and the official just picked up the sideline official just picked up his flag here just a second ago. Pretty interesting calls here. They're trying to really get this all figured out here. IA was trying to hustle to the line of scrimmage, keep this momentum going, and nonetheless had to get a little verbal.
Yeah, they get up there quickly with Davis under center. He'll turn handoff to Hill, and he is stacked up big lick after a short gain. They'll mark Hill at the 29, a 2-yard pickup. Will bring up 2nd and 9.
Big 78, the defensive tackle for Kirk Academy there.
It'll be Christian Reed. We don't have a 78 on our roster, but that's Christian Reed. As this time, handoff goes to Toller around the right end. And he's taken down at the 22, a 7-yard gain. Will leave the Colonels with 3rd and 1.
I like Nestor's play selection here. He's trying to get to the line in a hurry, really drag this Kirk Academy defense, try to wear them down fast here, keep them on their heels guessing.
Hill and Toller in the backfield on 3rd and 1. Davis under center. Handoff will go to Toller straight ahead. He's got the first down. I thought he was sweeping the skirt free from the 20. They're going to mark him down at the 17, a 5-yard pickup. Greenville Motorsports first down.
You know, we talk about not running Davis a lot there. That's probably where I would have run Will Davis up in the middle there. Just try to do the quarterback sneak there and try to get that 1 yard there instead of handing off. Nonetheless, I'll take it.
Trip receivers to the near side. Lester goes in motion to the far side. He'll take the handoff, looking for a couple of blocks. Cuts in at the 10 to the 5. Trips up there, but gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Wesley Lester takes it in from 17 yards out. Colonels go on top 13-0 with 7:08 to play in the second quarter.
Well, just a good job running to the wide side of the field, kind of running a sweep handoff there from the right side to the left. Spencer Robertson, the wide receiver, doing an excellent job for the Colonels out front there, blocking, and Lester read his block very well there. Once Robertson worked his defender up to the back left here, Lester cut in behind him to the right. Great job there, being able to read. And then after that, just the pure athletic ability, bouncing off several would-be tacklers, getting into that end zone there.
7 plays, 67 yards on the drive for the Colonels. Spencer Robertson on for the extra point. Randy Kimball to snap, Josh Hill to hold. It's a low snap. Hill puts it down. Robertson puts it up and through, and your score is 14-0. Colonels on top of the Raiders with 7:08 to play before the half. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
South Sunflower County Hospital, Championship Healthcare is always in season. We are invested in being the best hospital for our friends and neighbors and are ready to care for your every need. Complete high-quality care right here in Indianola. From prenatal to adult care, the providers at South Sunflower County Hospital are surrounded with the latest technology, and their compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need and deserve. Closer to family, closer to home. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Welcome back. Watching Coach Brady Smith with you. The IA Colonels on top of the Kirk Raiders 14-0 with 7:08 to play in the second quarter. Wesley Lester with his second touchdown run of the night, his 7th of the season. And the Colonels leading here in Grenada as McDermott returns Robertson's kick up to the 30, and that's where the Raiders will start 1st and 10.
Well, Mr. Do-It-All for Kirk Academy there, having a nice run, getting in behind his wall there. And as Kurt's going to be literally my statistician here. I mean, I'm working on Kurt.
Hey, you got to put him to use.
That's right. You got to put him to use, the big guy. Now I know how Jonathan, what was our old
Jonathan Holland.
Jonathan Holland felt behind Kurt here, center and quarterback there. I feel comfortable running behind Big Kurt.
Probably pick up a few.
Oh, I guarantee you.
1st and 10 Raiders from their own 30. McDermott under center. He'll pitch it left side. That's to Madden, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Stephon Smith making the stop back at the 26. A 4-yard loss will bring up 2nd and 14.
Finally, we saw that a little bit of that intensity that I've been talking about there. We've seen that so often this year, and tonight really hadn't seen. Everybody kind of seems to be dragging, feeling each other's selves, trying to feel out the field here, get a hold of everything, the surroundings and stuff, and next thing you know, you look up and it's only 14-0 in the second quarter here. Stephon Smith finally decides, hey, let's take this game into my own hands and let's play defense, Indianola Academy, Nasty Boys defense like we've been accustomed to playing. Good job reading there, making the tackle in the backfield.
You know, if you go back to the last Raider drive, we could be looking at a tie game, 7-7. Just the Raiders have had multiple penalties tonight, and we're going to have a delay of game here, another penalty against the Raiders. They'll back them up 5 yards. 6:13 to play, second quarter. Colonel's on top, 14-0. They'll back this up to the 21.
I knew I was talking an awful lot, so I knew that was a long time there. Probably was going to be a delay of game.
It's 2nd and 19 now for the Raiders. Ball at the Kirk 21 on the near hash. McDermott under center. Play action, rolls to his right. In trouble, reverses field, comes to the near side with 12 gauge giving chase. McDermott wisely just going to throw it away downfield. Gets it out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 19.
Like you said there, the 12 gauge coming out there, being that pesky defensive end there, the one that just will not leave you alone. Kind of reminiscent of all our Delta mosquitoes right now, and we really don't have a lot of mosquitoes up here in the hills, I don't think. Well, I'm not going to say don't too much. I'm going to knock on some wood here, and hopefully they mosquito patrol sprayed around this field tonight.
3rd and long for the Raiders. Got to get to the 40 to pick up a first down. Line of scrimmage at the 21 on the near hash. McDermott will work from the gun. 4 wide with Ballard in the backfield. In trouble. McDermott goes down back at the 10. Houston Dana coming up with a sack.
That's why he got brought in there for the 3rd team specialist right there on defensive end, doing a good job there. Just reading the quarterback, not really worrying about that offensive tackle there, trying to make some swim moves, spin moves, get around to him, get back to the quarterback as soon as possible, not letting McDermott sit on back there in that pocket and get comfortable and find those open receivers. Great job there by Houston Dana.
4th and 30. Raiders need another big kick out of Ballard as he stands just inside his own end zone. It's a high spiral kick. Going to hit at the 38, bounce straight up. Take a short Kirk roll to the 44. 34-yard punt. Well, he did about as good as he could do there. Backed up in his own end zone, got that one away. Colonels, though, with great field position to start another drive. 5:05 to play before the half. On top of Kirk, 14-0.
Yeah, he really did do a good job there that time. And you hate to say this and bring this up, but against Starkville in that game, Josh Hill, our punter, was our offensive player of the game, lost pizza there. But, he was giving us great field position for our defense to make some nice stands there and give our offense a chance. We just weren't able to get in that end zone and capitalize enough. Kirk Academy's punter here is kind of doing the same thing, keeping them around here in there. 5 minutes ago in the second.
Colonels were looking for more. Davis will work out of the first down pickup with this air Motorsports 43.
That's probably a right-handed player there. Left gonna have to go first in for other. Just get a they look on a pretty hard here. Really, play a little bit, not letting anybody
for Davis. Go out on the right side, has them open and over shot. And then just a misfire.
But they taking that and see what the Kirk Academy defense cornerback on that fake there and cover on this and get behind there. You couldn't get the ball into it.
With 4:31 to play. The screen set up, complete to James Hill. We're going to pick up a couple. Six. They'll mark it just in the 24.
In the road there. We really did a great on that.
They did not. So Kirk will call out 4-0 for 4 and Aiden will be back with Colonel football from talk for
We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family business currently. If you're ever in an accident, we and usually under a week. We're located at South Day 662-757.
From the right point forward. He left that eye. 2 receivers and there.
Enough trouble there by the Colonel.
Mark Lester.
I was impressed with Lester. There, several would-be Kirk Academy tacklers there just missed too many of them. There were a bunch of them out there. Like David putting, I'm telling you, ground is crashing out there than what we're accustomed to. And I'm going to make the field a lot faster from the
when it grows there day it offers value food. You pay our cost 50 cents and let is really simple. Our customers shoppers value foods with Indianola. We make it simple.
Yeah, forward to the outlaw sporting goods green will find James Cool and Drake. Broadheads, Yeti Cool, side color counters, boys. If you need sporting goods, Greenwood.
Right now.
Go back. Brady is up and being off the open. He will return to this game. The IA Colonels leading Kirk Academy 14-0 with 3:53 to play before the half. Colonels have first and goal from the Raider 9.
Yeah, you especially hate when you see a senior getting carted off the field like that. Knowing this is his first home game as a senior here is definitely a special time for him. Hopefully he is okay and will be able to step back in there and play.
First and goal for the Colonels. Josh Hill, Spencer Robertson, Wesley Lester will be in a trip set to the right. James Hill in the backfield with Davis. Randy Kimball, the single receiver, to the far side. Davis takes a snap, quick pass, right side, caught by Robertson. Picks up a block, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Colonels. Davis to Spencer Robertson. His first career touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And the Colonels on top 20-0 with 3:32 to play before the half.
Not the first points he scored for the Colonels, as he is the PAT man there, but the first touchdown for him on the season, probably of a career there, and exciting. That's good that he was able to get into the end zone there. Great job of catching it and then getting in behind his blockers after that. He is going to have to do a little better job of reading his up-front blockers there as Lester blocked his defensive man to the outside, and Spencer bounced to the outside, trying to get to the corner a little quicker there. But they can work on that with time. You know, with age comes wisdom there, and they'll work on that throughout the week.
Robertson on for the extra point, and it is blocked.
Too excited.
Score will remain 20-0 with 3:32 to play in the second quarter. Colonels leading the Raiders. We will be back in a minute with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
Welcome back to a six-play, 43-yard drive for the IA Colonels. Davis to Robertson from 9 yards out. Extra point was blocked, and so your score 20-0 as McDermott takes the kick at the 7. Has a lot of running room straight ahead. He's across the 30 to the 40 and finally taken down by Robertson. Never a good sign when the kicker has to make the tackle. Great field position for the Raiders to start this drive. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 48.
Robertson's been a part of the last 3 plays there. He's the do-it-all guy for Indianola Academy as well tonight, and as McDermott is the Mr. Do-It-All for Kirk Academy there. And anyway, that's probably the longest kick return, I would think, on the season that Indianola Academy's given up there. Like I said, we got ourselves a game here, folks. Indianola Academy has not really got that headhunter mentality like we're accustomed to. Kind of sputtering here. Maybe
Burner in the backfield. And Smith again.
Good up.
Midfield run under 3 play. Long 8. Try the left side. And stretch to 37.
Well, you like that. Back they could still are that here on the line of scrimmage.
Or from the Colonel 48. Bigger part 47. McDermott will go under center with I formation. Reed and Ballard in the backfield. Will pitch it to the near side to Ballard, and it's taken out of bounds. Stephon Smith, Eli Lipsy run him out at the 43. It's going to be very close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
I believe it's going to be a little short. He was on my end anyway. But still, once again, you got to give credit to this Kirk Academy offense here, running the ball real hard and with some passion and authority here. Took the lick to Eli Lipsy there that time. Give credit to that young man as well, though. The senior stood up there and took the lick, but normally that's us giving the licks there, not receiving them. And Indianola really needs to wake up here and come on and start playing Indianola Academy-style football.
4th and about half a yard for the Raiders. They're going to go. Ball sits at the Colonel 43.
Got check time again for the Colonel.
1:52 to go before the half. Colonel's leading 20-0. Looking to keep the Raiders off the board before they go to the locker room, and not sure what the stop and play is for.
To reset the spot on the ball, it looked like there. Yeah, moved it back some or moved it up some.
Now they're ready to go. 4th and inches for the Raiders. McDermott under center, going to sneak it. He's got a first down. He's stacked up, driven back, but they'll mark his forward progress to the 42. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Still got a little time on the clock, 1:47, and 1 timeout to work with.
You can tell these fans over here excited as well, and really trying to get this team fired up out there, the Kirk Academy offense. And that time they had 78, Christian Reed, the senior, in the backfield there. He's really making some noise for Kirk Academy here, opening this thing up.
1st and 10 from the 42. McDermott will turn, hand off to Ballard, puts his head down, picks up 1 to the 41. Ashton Powell coming up to make the stop.
Once again, Kirk Academy winning up there in the trenches up front there. Our guys are getting kind of blown back and not really standing their ground. Don't get me wrong, we gave up 1 or 2 yards there, but when we're overmatched and oversized we've beaten a lot bigger offensive lines and faster offensive lines than this before here, and seems like we're just kind of playing a little lackadaisical right now, and really not very aggressive out there on the field like we normally are accustomed to seeing.
Talked about possibly Reed Madden returning to the game. He is now on crutches on the sideline. Certainly hope he will be able to get back to action for the Raiders before too long as they try the run to the left side. That is Lansett on the carry, and he's taken down for no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 9 for the Raiders as we approach 30 seconds to play in the first half. Clock runs. Raiders do have one timeout remaining.
I'm going to have to bring out a nice Bill's Body Shop collision of the game nominee right there to Eli Lipsy. Did a great job breaking down in defensive backfield. He took the lick the first time. This time he gave it.
3rd and 9. Clock down to 12 seconds. McDermott under center. Play action. Rolls out to his right. Has time. Throws downfield and nearly intercepted. Woods Toller got his hands on it about the 33, but couldn't hang on. Intended receiver was number 2, Jake Draper. That will leave the Raiders with 4th and 9. Clock stopped with 3 seconds to play in the first half.
Woods Toller doing a great job there that time. Was read and run first. Once he saw the quarterback on the bootleg out there, realized he was wanting to pass, dropped back immediately. He had deep, just the flats covered there. And once he realized he didn't have anybody to cover and McDermott was committed to the throw, he backpedaled a little bit more there, found the closest receiver, and knocked the ball down. Could not get his hands on it good enough to get the pick, but did a great job there.
Raiders going to go 4th and 9. 3 seconds left in the half. Should be the final play. McDermott will turn and roll to his left and will run out of bounds back at the 48 for a 7-yard loss. And that will bring the first half to a close. 20-0. The IA Colonels with the lead at the break. We will step aside and take 2 minutes and be back with the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Some call it low smoke ahead-us. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke ahead-us has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke ahead-us also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Ahead-us Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cakes, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Uh-oh, Cooper. I spilled my shoes on the carpet. Uh-oh, Olivia. What are we going to do? Oh, no! We can call Pat. He can replace your carpet.
That's right, Olivia and Cooper. Your Pap at Robertson Floor Service has any kind of carpet for those big messes or those little spills to make it all better.
Call my Pat's at Robertson Floor Service.
662-887-4477. We can make it all better.
Welcome back to the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show here from Grenada. The IA Colonels on top of the Kirk Academy Raiders, 20-0 at the break. Go by and see Larry Vance at Larry Vance Scott Station, located on Highway 82, Indianola, next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Go by and get a hot, delicious breakfast. One of the best plate lunches you'll find in town. cold drinks and snacks available as well. That's at the Larry Vance Scott Station located on Highway 82, Indianola, next to the South Sunflower County Hospital. About the halftime entertainment here, we've got the pre-K3 and the pre-K4 cheerleaders getting down out there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good music again, I'm telling you. From old school.
Here you go, 20-0 your halftime score. Cardinals got on the board their first drive of the night. Wesley Lester with a 2-yard run. That was at the 8:14 mark of the first quarter. Spencer Robertson added the extra point. After a turnover and a couple of punts, the Cardinals got it back again. And Lester with his second touchdown run of the night with 7:08 to play second quarter. This one from 17 yards out. Robertson added the extra point. And just before the half, Will Davis connected with Spencer Robertson from 9 yards out. The extra point was blocked. And that's where we stand here, 20-0. Take a look at some first half numbers offensively for the Cardinals. 206 yards, 150 on the ground, 56 through the air. Quarterback Will Davis is 4 of 7 for 56 yards and a touchdown. Spencer Robertson with 1 reception for 9 yards and a score. Stephon Smith, 1 grab for 19. Randy Kimball with 1 reception for 19. And James Hill, 1 reception for 9 yards. On the ground, Wesley Lester, 8 carries, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Hill, 3 carries for 26 yards. Will Davis, 3 carries for 9. Houston Dana, 1 carry for 10. Thomas Putnam, 1 carry for 10. Woods Toller, 2 carries for 12 yards. And Day-Day Willis, 1 carry for 6 yards. On the defensive side, 8 total tackles in the first half for Stephon Smith, 5 for Ashton Powell, 4 total tackles for Peyton Barnes, 3 total tackles for Wesley Lester. The Houston Dana and Josh Hill each recording a sack in the first half. Woods Toller, 2 total tackles and a pass deflection. And you talked about it a couple times on the field where the Raider quarterback, McDermott, just kind of running around in the backfield. Colonel's not attacking like we're accustomed to seeing. Look for that change to be made at halftime.
Oh, I guarantee you Coach Netzer's getting on some players right now. You know, and it's games like this, you're trying new things. You're trying to see new things. As you read out on the stats there, especially on the offensive side of the ball, when you get Putnam in the action, you get James Hill in the action, you got Lester in the action, you got Day-Day started back carrying some. Will Davis hadn't ran the ball at all in you this week, so that's definitely different from times that we've seen in the past. We're not running a lot of veer plays like we've been accustomed to. We're trying different plays in the playbook. A team that's kind of down like this is where you want to try, especially where the field's short. It's a lot of running opportunities. You've got to work on your cutbacks and everything like that. And on the defensive side of the ball there, the same thing as well. You as a defender have to break down and make the tackle. So it's not a lot of hard licks and pops being made because it's more of a breaking down here and trying to just stop them versus because, you know, on a cutback real quick, especially whenever we played St. Joe in week 2, you know how they were able to really cut back and cut on us. They had the gifted athletes there that were real quick. And you just have to kind of break down and watch them there and make sure you tackle. They always tell you, Watson, to focus on the belt. Where the belt's going and that's the waistline, wherever it's going, that's which way the player is going to be going to. Stay focused on that. Don't get involved in the head and shoulder juke. You'll be okay.
20-0 your halftime score. The IA Cardinals on top of the Kirk Academy Raiders. You're listening to the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. And we will go ahead and throw out.
Before we do that, look, we got to fire these guys here. Don't bring us any food or nothing. Our beverages, oh, goodness gracious.
What are they up here for?
I'm telling you. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you, partner.
Double Quick trivia time. You'll have an opportunity to win a $10 gift card from our friends at Double Quick. You know the answer. Call 662-207-8335. Again, that number is 662-207-8335.
And correct me if I'm wrong. If you won one time, you're ineligible for the rest of the season. Are we doing that this year? Or as hard a question as this one is tonight, is anybody eligible? I don't know. So anyway, go ahead.
We'll see. You mentioned there may be a big game in Oxford tomorrow night. Alabama coming to town, number 1 team in the country. Ole Miss, yes, they can put up some points. I can run through their defense. Alabama may score at will tomorrow night. We want to know who is the last non-ranked opponent to beat a Nick Saban-coached Alabama team. Who is the last non-ranked opponent to beat a Nick Saban-coached Alabama team. We're not talking about wins vacated by NCAA ruling. We're talking about an on-the-field defeat of a Nick Saban-coached football team. Who is the last unranked opponent to do it? If you know the answer, call 662-207-8335. We're going to step away and take a break. We'll try to get a winner, and we'll be back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located on Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
Indianola Collision has been a vital part of the Delta business community for over 6 years. Located on Highway 82 in Indianola, Indianola Collision is now certified to repair the new aluminum Ford trucks. And here's good news, we will handle your insurance work for you. All we need is your claim number. We know it's hard to be without your vehicle, and we now have rentals on site. Call us and we'll have a rental waiting on you. No delay. Scott Lofton says, thank you for your business. Without you, we wouldn't be here. For all your auto body repairs, call Scott or Derek at Indianola Collision at 887-2000. That's Indianola Collision.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal. Smooth, clean filet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you at the half here in Grenada. The IA Colonels on top of the Kirk Academy Raiders 22-0. We do have a winner on our double quick trivia question. So much for trying to stump the masses, Kurt. But we got a winner right off the bat. We wanted to know who was the last unranked opponent to beat a Nick Saban-coached Alabama football team. The answer was the University of Louisiana Monroe back in 2007. And congratulations to Karen Briscoe. KB, how did she get it?
I don't know. I was trying to get back around to call her and ask her that, and my phone was blowing up. Have a lot of people out there listening to Colonel Nation this week. Pretty good. I'm glad everybody's out there listening. I hate you're not listening to the much-anticipated game. The Colonels just aren't playing on the offense and defensive side of the ball. Kind of playing probably a little reminiscent of Alabama playing back in 2007, because they're definitely not reminiscent of those kind of days. But that was Nick Saban's first year, you said, correct? That was
2007.
That was probably our first year in broadcasting. Or were we about 2006, somewhere in there? Yeah. So pretty close. Maybe we were rubbing off on him then. Who knows?
Talking about an unranked opponent knocking off Alabama, I'm under no impression that's going to happen tomorrow night.
Goodness, I got 11 texts just then. Boom. The internet is bad.
Better keep it up.
No joke.
But no, Alabama comes into Oxford tomorrow night. A lot of hype about the Rebel offense. Defense is a little suspect, and I don't think Alabama will have any trouble covering a 21-point spread with a 21.5, I believe. Game might be close at half. I don't know. But Alabama will pull away late if they have it by the half. I have no doubt.
I could think so as well, and I really like Ole Miss's chances at home especially. They're going to put on a good show. Their offense is it's a juggernaut, man. It is explosive there, and I love watching them play out there. They get downfield there, and you like to see them throw the ball all over the field, but I think Alabama's going to take the run game away from them and make them one-dimensional and make them have to throw, and which that's what they're going to like to do anyway, but at the same time, it's going to make them cause a little problems there sooner or later, and they're going to wear it down after a while whenever you have to depend on just one thing on offense, and Alabama just too much.
20-0, your halftime score here in Grenada. The Colonels on top of Kirk Academy. Ole Miss, Alabama, not the only big-time SEC matchup tomorrow. LSU goes to Auburn. That's a 2:30 kickoff. What do you do? Does LSU have a shot? Does Eddie O pull the upset?
It's crazy of a team as they have. They finally have a quarterback. That's the one problem that they've had in years past. They hadn't had a quarterback there. But is Burrows, is that his name? He's actually looking pretty good. Ohio State transfer, doing a pretty good job for them there, running the offense. And, they really hadn't missed a beat on the defensive side of the ball either. Hadn't had much of a challenge yet. Last week, I guess, what was that, about 34-0 against a pretty weak Louisiana something team. And I think they're going to show up. But it's very tough to go to the Plains of Auburn and win over there, and I think it's going to be too much Auburn Tigers.
What about Vandy going to Notre Dame? Interesting. Vandy's going to need a little touchdown Jesus tomorrow in South Bend.
Well, Vandy's been playing really well this year. They're kind of I've been thinking that they're always going to be the underdog, and they've been playing very well. So, but you're exactly right. Going to Notre Dame there, Georgia went there last year. Mainly the thing about it is just going to be a cool road trip for Vanderbilt students, and they're going to come home, though, I think, with their tails stuck between their legs, and Vanderbilt won't win.
Colorado State makes the trek to Gainesville. Dan Mullen, embarrassing loss last week. Florida had not lost as a program to Kentucky in, 31 years?
Yeah.
They lost to Kentucky last week. He's got to save face. Got Colorado State coming to town. Do you think the Gators get back on track?
Well, let me say this real quick. In week one, the state of Mississippi was rooting for Notre Dame when Michigan played them. Last week, the state of Mississippi was rooting for Kentucky to beat Florida. So kind of crazy how those things work out the way they do. Colorado State, impressive last week in their win versus Arkansas. But I think Florida's going to be too much. I do know this. If Florida loses this second week in a row here, starting off the season at home, 3 games there. If they lose again, I think the Dan Mullen era gets ended before it even gets started good.
Wow. Yeah, possibly could be. What about Mississippi State hosting, Louisiana they're calling themselves now?
Yeah, the Raging Cajuns. Everybody's asking me, they're like, who are they hosting this week? I'm like, Raging Cajuns. That's basically, they were the old ULL, Louisiana Lafayette, but they're a state school, so that's what they want to be known as. The University of Louisiana. And so anyway, I think Mississippi State can cover them. The cool thing about that matchup is you try to see, that's when you play the point spread there. And I think right now it's like 41.5 or something like that. I think State, especially at home, they've been able to move the ball. It's going to be Fitzgerald's second week at the quarterback helm there. And I believe, doesn't matter if it was him or Keaton Thompson playing there, we're going to be able to move the ball. You just hope that they don't get like Indianola Academy is right now, and kind of get flat. And you definitely want them to come out and execute. I tell you, Joe Moorhead definitely keeps that team pumped up, and that's what I like to see the most. He's a player's coach, and he keeps it fun and light out there on those guys. Now, it's going to be interesting to see when we start playing the big boys in the SEC, and things aren't always going in his favor. How's he going to react then?
20-0, Colonels leading Kirk Academy at the half. I want to go back to Mississippi State quickly before we start the third quarter. There's been a lot of talk in local and state media this past week about Nick Fitzgerald's inefficiencies in the pass game. Is that unfair criticism?
Not really. I mean, this year they made him more of a, he's always had a run-first, pass-second mentality. Well, this year under Joe Moorhead's, tutelage, I guess you would say, it was kind of, hey, you're going to get the option. You don't have to run first and pass second here. You can pass the ball there. It's a different type of offense. I've always been interested to see how his arm was really going to act. He's a tough runner, though, and he's third in the SEC all-time in quarterbacks rushing yards now. I think Tim Tebow's first. I don't know who was second, but he passed up Dak Prescott last week in that game against Kansas State. So, it's tough. Everybody's under a microscope nowadays, especially when you're a quarterback in the SEC. High expectations. I've heard us talk about as high of a rating as 12, and we got a good team. The season's still young, though.
Right.
They're young men, ultimately. Some of them aren't even, old enough to drink. So, I mean, these are youngsters. These are 1 year out of high school. Give them a break, and they'll put so much pressure on them that they're not able to.
That's right.
To play, and that's what happens a lot of times out here.
Well, we'll see how Fitzgerald, responds to that criticism. State should have an easy time tomorrow night in Stark Vegas. As we get ready to start the third quarter, the IA Colonels on top of Kirk Academy 20-0. We'll step aside and take our final break of the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planters Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planters Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
With great deals from Wade Incorporated, there's no need to put your chores off. Come see us for savings on John Deere compact utility tractor packages, like the 3E. Enjoy up to $3,050 off and 0% financing for 60 months. Let us help you take your chores from to-do to done. This offer ends on October 15, 2018. Some conditions apply. See johndeere.com or visit your local Wade dealership for details. Wade Incorporated, your North Mississippi John Deere dealer, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909.
At South Sunflower County Hospital, we are getting patients back into full swing. When you need skilled nursing or rehab after a hospital stay, there's no finer care than South Sunflower County Hospital. Complete high-quality care right here in Indianola. Our on-site swing bed facility offers an individualized, hands-on approach to providing physical, occupational, and speech therapy services with easy access to physicians. Let us help you get back into the swing of things, closer to family, closer to home. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Welcome back, Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you. We are set to start the third quarter. Colonels will kick away to Kirk Academy. Spencer Robertson will kick left to right. Raiders will work right to left, and the officials blow it dead. Colonels got an early start on the kickoff.
I didn't know if it was that or the DJ. The DJ still playing. I wasn't sure.
A little back Robertson up to the 35, and we'll kick away again. Well, I think the goal for the Colonels here in the second half, obviously hang on to the lead, but you want to clean some things up. That was not the best first half we've seen the Colonels play of late.
No, it wasn't. It was a pretty rough one there, and like I mentioned to Coach there when he passed by, it's pretty lackadaisical, and, just nobody focused out there ready to get execution here. Whenever you go on a road trip, it's always hard to stay focused out there, especially whenever you come in with already pretty high hopes, that this is going to, hey, Kirk's down again this year, not just the best of teams, and, we should have this and in the bag, and, it's just kind of boring right now.
So Robertson will kick off from the 35. McDermott will come up, take it at the 13. Has some running room straight ahead, gets across the 30, and taken down across the 35 at the 36. As John Luther Selby gets downfield to make the tackle.
Yeah, you saw just still, again, running the lanes there, but just a lot of arm tackling there. Not really a lot of licks being laid out there. Again, it's kind of tough to do that. You got to break down there. Kirk does have some speedy running back return men, make some moves there, and we're just not able to put a good body on them like we're used to.
First and 10 Raiders from their own 36. Ball is on the far hash. McDermott will go under center as Reed and Ballard in the backfield, one receiver rather, to the near side. Handoff will go to Ballard. Backed up, tries to bounce to the outside, and is taken down after a short gain. Give him 2 to the 38. Eli Lipsy coming in to make the stop.
Josh Hill doing a good job there, blowing up through the line there from the outside, staying low there, just at the last second, could not hold on there. And Eli Lipsy coming up from his cornerback position there, making a nice open field tackle there. Hitting with authority again. He's my only Bill's Body Shop Collision nominee so far.
Give him 1 to the 37, 2nd and 9. McDermott under center with I formation. Pitch it left side. It's Blanchett across the 40 up to the 43 before he's taken out of bounds. Day Willis coming over to make the tackle.
You got to give it to Josh Hill, doing a good job hustling to the line up there and really trying to stretch that field out there. Just too little, too late, and Josh was unable to come out with the tackle there. But I like his hustle and intensity right now. That's what you like to see in that Colonel nasty bunch there.
3rd and 3 from the Raider 43. Just underway in the third quarter. Colonel's on top 20-0. Looking for a stop here. Hopefully get the offense back on the field. Derman will go under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. High formation behind him. He'll turn, hand off to Ballard. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Runs into a sea of blue and white. The charge led that time by Peyton Barnes. Eli Lipsy in there again. Also Ashton Powell. And Watson's 2 back to the 41.
That's how the defense of the Colonel's been playing there as of the past couple of games there, especially against Winston Academy there. We really got to the ball swarm there like that time there, gang tackling. That makes for a statistician nightmare there when trying to figure out who got in there and made that tackle. Like that big sea of blue and white wall up front there. And to break the gray pants out again.
The one against Kirk last year, we brought out the...
Yes, it was.
The gray pants. Ballard will go back in front. It will hit at the 30 and take a Raider roll inside the 25 to the 24. It will be down there. That's where IA will have it. 1st and 10 as they take over their first drive of the second half. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Colonel's on top 20-0 with 9:31 left to play in the third.
I got to say that's twice now that Day Willis was running downfield and almost ran into the ball there. Very alert. You got to give him heads up there, or credit for having the heads up there and able to get out of the way there at the last second. Almost a second costly special teams turnover.
35-yard punt, no return. 1st and 10, Colonels from their own 24. Davis will work from the gun, swings it out left side, caught by Kimball. Picks up a block from Lester, got a Greenville Motorsports first down, 35-40, up to the 45, and finally taken out of bounds. A late flag comes in from back around the 20-yard line. We're talking about getting some air under the ball. That's a nice flag throw. First down maybe coming back.
Yeah. Hey, I like Randy Kimbrell. What do they call that? Yaks, the yards after catch there. Great job of running downfield with authority. Good job of running hard there, and it's going to be negated there as we had a Colonel blocker up front hitting in the back. Never saw who it was, though.
Illegal block in the back to call against the Colonels. Not how Big Blue wanted to start their first offensive series of the half. Ball will be spotted at the 34 in net gain of 10. And will be first down Colonel.
Well, worked out pretty good.
We'll take the first down, just not quite where we would have wanted it. So a 10-yard pickup. 1st and 10, Colonels. Davis looking to pass. Play action. Looking deep down the right side. Has Putnam at the 36. Caught there. Putnam inside the 25 and taken out of bounds. Boy, Davis put that one where only Putnam could catch it. That's the kind of throw you expect to see out of your third-year starter senior quarterback.
Yeah, he really did. Beautifully executed pass there. Offensive line gave him some time to throw there. Set in the pocket. Did a nice job getting comfortable there. And just lofted it right over the defender's head there. Got to give him credit as well. He had pretty good coverage. Last second, Putnam was able to get a little stretch away from him, some space in between him, and did a good job of watching that in there, throwing it right in the breadbasket.
44 yards on the completion. 1st and 10, Colonels from the Raider 22. Davis throws it left side, caught by Lester, tries a stiff arm, but can't get away from Quentin Ballard. Not many one-on-one battles that Lester loses. Give credit to Ballard there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I tell you, Ballard did a great job there out in the open area that you would say there. Lester just was not able to shake him there. And it, like you said, Watson, you took the words out of my mouth. It's not many that take him down one-on-one situations there, and I know Lester's a little ticked off about that.
2nd and 10 from the 22. Davis from the gun with trips to the far side. Looking to pass, throws. Post route caught by Smith. Cuts back to the outside, and he will waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Colonel. Boy, Smith made that one look easy. 22-yard pitch and catch from Davis to Smith. Colonels add to their lead, 26-0 with 8:02 to play in the third quarter.
Well, just a nice slant route ran there by Stephon Smith, utilizing him out at a wide receiver position there. Kind of reminiscent of the New Orleans Saints offense there, where they'll stack a tight end out there as a receiver. Also, the New England Patriots. That's more and more often that you see that in the NFL now, where you try to get that one-on-one situation. Stephon, they had deep outside third coverage set on him, and Stephon able to rope that in, make a nice move, cut back for the touchdown.
Robertson's extra point is up and good. 27-0. Colonel's on top with 8:02 to play in the third. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
We're all looking for savings when it comes to buying groceries. But what if there was a store in the Delta where you can get real savings every day? It's Shoppers Value Foods Indianola. At Shoppers Value Foods, we keep it simple. You pay our cost plus 10%. Shelf price, 50 cents, add a nickel at checkout. If the shelf price is $1, add 10 cents at checkout. It's really simple. Our cost plus 10%. Shoppers Value Foods, Highway 82, Indianola. We make it simple.
I'm Greg Beals from Beals Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Welcome back. A 4-play, 76-yard drive for the Colonels. Will Davis to Stephon Smith from 22 yards out. The big hitter on that drive was Davis to Putnam, a 44-yard gain. Indianola on top, 27-0. As McDermott takes the kick, and he's wrapped up. Brandon Brown gets downfield to bring McDermott down at the 18.
I'm going to have to give a Bills Body Shop Collision of the Game nominee there to Brandon Brown, and also number 81, Grant Coleman there. Both jobs doing a great job. Once they realized that they had the return man shaking and kind of nervous there, and he was running backwards, that's whenever they were able to apply that pressure. Kind of the Jaws music like Bill Alford just played over there, just getting them fired up. They could smell the blood. They had to go get it.
Raiders will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 18. Ball will be on the far hash, 7:54. Play in the third quarter. Colonels in control, 27-0. McDermott will go under center with I formation in the backfield. Return, toss it near side to Ballard, wrapped up in the backfield, cannot get away. Boy, going to lose several yards there, back to the 13 as there were multiple Colonels to get to Ballard early in that play.
Now that's Colonel defense right there, hitting the people there. I hate that they weren't able to bring him to the ground, and that's what happened when Woods ran in there. He got a little stinger in his back there, hitting somebody in there, trying to bring the pile down and help push it backwards. And but Indianola Academy did a great job there at that time, getting to the ball and making some licks. Finally saw a little pop in their bounce, in their step.
May have said the 23. That's the 13. A loss of 5 back to the 13. 2nd and 15 for the Raiders. Ball is on the near hash. McDermott will go under center with one receiver to either side. The Raiders taking their time, letting the play clock run down. That's got to be a false start. Center shifted the football before he got it back to his quarterback. And that'll back the Raiders up 5 yards to their own 8.
Got Josh Hill checking out right now at his linebacker position, and I believe that's the Penny Hill checking in there.
Alex in the game.
Yeah. Maybe giving Josh a little breather here. Josh has been really one kind of shining light on the defensive side of the ball tonight here, doing a good job at his position there. What did we hear earlier about 21, the senior? You said what was it, a dislocated tibia. Ooh, that's a tough one there. Definitely hate to hear that for the senior Reed Madden there for Kirk Academy.
Well, yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 20 for the Raiders back at the 8-yard line. McDermott will turn, hand off to Ballard. Looks for running room straight ahead. Another big collision as he gains 1 to the 9. Well, like Reeves Polifini getting in there.
Yeah, and just again, the defense finally getting to the ball, swarming in there, and that's the kind of play we'd like to see out of this defensive unit. That's what we're expected to see here. Colonel's fans, everybody out in Colonel Nation is used to hearing about the Nasty Boys getting to the ball there and making some plays and some licks there. Bill's Body Shop loves getting all those nominees out there for the collisions of the game, and defense is finally starting to wake up a little bit here.
John Luther Selby has checked in at linebacker. Spencer Robertson now the free safety. McDermott rolls to his left, looking to pass, lost it downfield. It's caught by Draper and taken down out of bounds around the 25. A late flag comes in. One official right there on the play didn't throw it. This one came from far away.
Not really sure what that was.
It's going to be a late hit out of bounds. I'm just not sure why the official standing right there by didn't throw the flag.
Yeah.
They're going to call a face mask, actually, against the Colonels. 5:48 to play in the third. Colonels on top 27-0. And nice pitch and catch there from McDermott to Draper. They'll tack on some more with a personal foul.
I like the cheer there. Still in the Ole Miss chant, huh? First down, Ole Miss.
So you like that, huh?
I do like that. It gets the fans excited.
Knox for a time or two, huh?
I have. I tell you, if Mississippi State didn't have a home game tomorrow, I'd probably be up there it's begging for a ticket somewhere. It's going to be a good game.
First and 10 Raiders from their own 39. Handoff will go to Ballard. Straight ahead, runs over one Colonel. Spun down, ball is stripped. It's loose on the ground, and it looks like the Colonels have recovered. John Luther Selby, or is that Clint Jones? That's going to be 12 gauge. Clint Jones with the fumble recovery.
I think they got 44 Ballard getting the ball back at the last second.
Did they? He took it away. Wow, my mistake.
Yeah.
The ball will stay with the Raiders. With 5:23 to play in the third. We've got a timeout on the field. Indianola on top 27-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Welcome back. Raiders maintain possession after the fumble. I thought Jones had recovered. They say Ballard got it back. It'll amount to a 2-yard gain for the Raiders. 2nd and 8 from their own 41 with 5:13 to play in the third. Colonels on top 27-0. McDermott under center. He's going to call his own number, run left side. Wesley Lester chases him down from behind. Well, the Colonels have figured that play out.
Yeah, they really have there. Just the quarterback getting in behind his running back there, kind of bootlegging it out there and a sweep to himself, as I guess you would say, quarterback keeper. And you're exactly right. The Indianola Academy's defense just converging and crashing in there. Lester not staying back and having outside containment, just going to chase them down there. Good job throwing down with authority, and that's what you need to see here right now as this defense needs to be woken up yet again.
Tackle for loss for Lester, 4-yard loss on the play will bring up 3rd and 12. Raiders have it at their own 37, ball on the near hash. Sherman letting the play clock run down with I formation behind him. Play action rolls to his right. Josh Hill giving chase. McDermott has to throw it away. Boy, running for his life with Hill coming after him. McDermott just dumped it off and leave the Raiders with 4th and 12.
Well, just once again, defense giving good pressure there. Chase not allowing McDermott to get set up there in the pocket, and he's kind of bootlegging out. That's what Kirk seems to like there. They like to run that quarterback, put him out in open space, see if he can get something going there. Good coverage downfield. I got to give it. That's probably a defense coverage there, or defensive sack almost, as you will there. A defensive hurry, I guess you would say, backfield, and Colonel's fourth down. Go get the ball back here.
Ballard back to punt, stands at his own 25. Thomas Putnam will go back to return the punt. He'll let it hit at the 31, takes a short Raider roll, and will be down at the 28. That's where the Colonels will take over first and 10 on top of Kirk Academy. 27-0, 3:52 to play in the third quarter.
Well, Indianola Academy, yet again, you hope that we can make another long drive again, get this thing going here as we're getting closer to the fourth quarter here. 3:52 to go in the third. Indianola Academy kind of starting to creep away here. We were kind of hoping that it would happen a little bit sooner as we are approaching the 8:30 hour here. I was watching, I know, was hoping to be on the road by now. I was too.
Another 35-yard punt out of Ballard, no return. First and 10 Colonels from their own 28. Davis will work from the gun. He'll hand off to Lester. Looks for running room left side and has some. First down and more. Lester to midfield. Raiders giving chase. Cuts at the 40. 35-30 breaks free. Lester's going to take this one 72 yards to the house. What a run by the senior Lester.
And watching, it's very reminiscent of his older brother there. Would always make those long runs. And if you can remember, we would always look back and see a flag. Are there any flags? Yeah. And then it was finally like, are there any flags? I can remember that like it was yesterday. Wow, and you and I shared memories early up here today, talking about moving out of the home press box to the visitor's side. We've had many that we could share over the years if we had a little time, I guess. But great run there by Wesley Lester. A nice cutback here, just not giving up there. Nice breaking speed, and was able to, once he stopped, was able to capitalize and get back again, that speed up, not being caught from behind, and heard on the afterburners, got to pay dirt.
33-0, Robertson on for the extra point. Now back to Hill. Robertson puts the kick up, and it is no good. Wow, so he's had one block missed there. 33-0. Colonels on top with 3:18 to play in the third. We'll take 1 minute and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cruel, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
Welcome back. A 72-yard touchdown run out of Wesley Lester puts the Colonels on top 33-0. The extra point was no good. So 33-0 with 3:18 to play in the third. Robertson's kick taken at the 10 by McDermott. He turns it up the middle, cuts left side, and brought down by Brandon Brown at the 26. That's where the Raiders will start first and 10.
You got to give it to 22 Brandon Brown. He's doing an excellent job of getting downfield there and making a nice open field tackle. He's really becoming into that special teams player that we were needing. I want to say, who was it last year? Wood Solar did it a lot there, and we've always had somebody that was called the special teams specialist year after year there, and he's doing a great job there. Brandon Brown getting downfield, and downtown Brandon Brown, he's doing it.
First and 10 Raiders from their own 26. Colonels would like a quick stop here and a quick score, get the clock running, up 33-0, just over 3 minutes to play in the third. Good point. Colonel fans, too, would like to see that. Ballard on the handoff. Works straight ahead, gets across the 30 up to the 31, a 5-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd and 5. Ashton Powell, also John Luther Selby in there on the stop.
Just a pure play run there where he's reading the tackles, trying to figure out what they're doing going upfield. If they commit upfield, he hands it off, and there that time he read right and gave him a little running room up the middle. Colonel's converged at the last second, made a nice tackle.
2nd and 5 from the 31. Ball on the near hash. McDermott works from the gun. They bring a man in motion near side. Fake to give. McDermott calls his own number. Has running room right side. He's got a first down and more. McDermott turns on the speed in Colonel's territory. They're going to be marked out of bounds. Well, they're going to mark him out of the 49. He stopped about the 40. Boy, nice play call there out of Kirk Kennedy. First time we've seen him put somebody in motion tonight, and worked out well.
Yeah, it really did. Nice. He found a running lane there after nothing was open in the middle there. The Colonels really bid on the middle there, and McDermott bounced it to the outside. And once he got around the corner there, he turned on the afterburners. It was nice up front blocking as well by his receiver out there on the side. Didn't see who that was. Probably number 2's been playing that side all night for Kirk. Don't have a name, but nice run once he got to open field there.
1st and 10 Raiders from the first contact. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
Yet again, Josh Hill doing a great job there from his linebacker position. Coming there, making a nice Houston tackle from the backside there. Had a lot of running room there that they had a wall of people.
2nd and 10 for Kirk Academy from the Colonel. They give me part of the 125 play the third quarter. To the far side, flip to Draper, and down 47 on the game. 1. Paulini went up to make stuff.
Well, like to see a lot of national zone in here as we have checked in a lot of defensive substitutions here, getting a few breaks here. Back in more time. I do see Woods limping a little bit out there, 25. Don't like to see him limping around out there. That he's a very special player for our defensive backfield.
3rd and 8 Raiders. McDermott drops back, looking to pass. Dana giving chase. McDermott lost it downfield. Got a man wide open. Did he catch it in bounds? Yes, he did. That is Spencer Newman on the reception. Somebody in white lost coverage that time of Newman, and give credit to McDermott for finding him. Another first down pickup for the Raiders as they work inside the Colonel 30. They're going to put it right at the 30.
Yeah, I wasn't watching him see on the coverage there that time, but it was blown coverage for sure here, Watson. And Indianola Academy right now is just going to be happy to leave here with a victory tonight as we're creeping closer to a into the third quarter here, and Colonels just can't seem to keep it together here a lot.
Should be the final play of the quarter. Clock down to 5 seconds. McDermott may let it run. Let the third quarter clock expire. We'll go to the fourth with Indianola Academy on top of 33-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
What do you that noise now?
Daddy, that's Lottie dancing on the laminate floor.
What are y'all kiddos doing now?
Daddy, I think Cooper's laying a new floor.
You are more service or call us at 662-887-4477.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find in your gift for favorite like gourmet food. Praline, serving
Coach and Brady on top of had a pretty thrilling opener. And right now, drive Raiders had a little something going into the field. The Raiders will now walk, fellas, but nothing doing there.
Wasn't telling anybody you got to give him kudos for trying though. Then they hand the ball back to him.
They're playing a little hot potato.
They're showing Clint how to get a ball to the proper way. Clint kind of just I don't know. Field.
15 yards for Quentin Ballard.
Something about bugs, and they're starting to finally be.
And going to toss one with Raiders with second and goal from the
he didn't start running there. And I like what Josh did. McDermott was sitting back there and kind of getting comfortable, and he'll finally blitz up in there and made him commit to throwing the ball or going to tuck it and run, and McDermott wisely got rid of the ball there. Tough throw for him, rolling to the left there, being a right-handed quarterback, kind of tough to set your feet and throw across your body there, and I like Teal's character there, though, that play.
Colonel's on top 33-0 with 9:35 to play. Raiders looking to get in the end zone for the first time tonight. Second and goal from the 10. Handoff goes to Ballard. He waited for an opening, and one just didn't come. Stephon Smith brings him down at the 9, a 1-yard gain. Third and goal for the Raiders.
I'm going to have to give Stephon a collision, Bill's Body Shop collision nominee right there. Nice job of closing the hole up real quick, closing that gap up there, not allowing that cutback run that Ballard was wanting to look for and get there. He closed that cutback lane down very quick. Great job by Stephon.
Third and goal from the 9. Colonel defense would like to keep a goose egg on the board.
Yep.
Raiders looking for some points in their home opener. McDermott from the gun will hand off to Ballard. Tries running room left side. Nothing doing there. Runs into Ashton Powell. And also Peyton Barnes in there on the stop. Fourth and goal.
Rough defense there, having the bend, but don't break mentality. Doing a good job there. Once we get down in the shadows of our own goal post here, nice defensive stand that we're having so far here, trying to keep Kirk Academy out of the end zone.
Fourth and goal from the 9. Raiders going to go for it. 8:15 to play in the game. Colonel's on top 33-0. Would like to keep the shutout intact. McDermott will work from the gun. 3 receivers to the far side and Ballard in the backfield. McDermott going to toss it right corner of the end zone. Has Draper caught for the touchdown. Well, how about the concentration from Jake Draper right there, staying with the football as he went to the ground. That was nicely done. Raiders get on the board with 7:49 to play. Makes it 33-6.
Give Kirk Academy this offense credit here. They have stuck with it and kept fighting hard all night. They knew Indianola Academy's defense was going to be tough to get scored on or to score on, and Indianola Academy, they've stayed and fought hard, even with the substitutions here, kind of later in the game, letting some more and more players. But there's a lot of starters still in there, and Kirk Academy getting in there, just not giving up and scoring.
Graham Seibel on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 33-7. Colonel still in control with 7:12 to play. Clock will run here in the fourth quarter, it appears. For the Colonels, we like to put together a methodical drive right here and chew as much clock as possible.
Yeah, it would be very nice. I would almost, I think this game's kind of out of grasp and reach here. But, it's just crazy enough it might work. Might try an onside kick here. Next thing you know, things could open up here. You do like to see the intensity kind of coming back, momentum coming on the Kirk side here. These guys are really getting fired up here. I tell you, they excited. They knew that they could score on this team here and really just stayed with it. Watson kept fighting and chewing and chomping away. And like you said earlier, they really put together a very nice drive there.
11 plays, 74 yards on the scoring drive for Kirk Academy. Alex McDermott to Jake Draper from 9 yards out, 33-7. Raiders have a little life. Well, nothing against Bill Offer, but we can recommend this DJ here to come to Legion Field the other night. Maybe one night when the Raiders have an off night, he's playing some good music. I don't know if Buster would have this. Hey, he would definitely have that window closed over there. And but you're exactly right. It is some good fired up, pumped up music here. Got a little old school, but not too old school. 80s and 90s old school. Bible set to kick it off from the 40. Thomas Putnam, Day Willis. Back deep to return the kick. Bible will kick away, no onside kick. Putnam takes it at the 26. Works up to the 35 and going to be taken down there. They'll mark him at the 37. That's where the Colonels will start this drive, 1st and 10.
What's kind of crazy about their music booth guy here, the DJ, as I've been calling him all night, he plays the music right until up to the time he kicks. Sometimes he plays it after the play's already started developing here. Kind of crazy there. You kind of want your teams to communicate with one another or be able to communicate with one another out there, the players, and it's kind of tough to do that. I don't know. Maybe they can be pretty close out there, but I know it's really loud up here.
Clock continues to run here in the 4th quarter down to 4:40. Colonels on top of the Raiders. 33-7. Thomas Putnam will be your new quarterback for Indianola Academy. He'll go under center, turn and hand off to Connor Moore, who has a nice burst of speed around the right side, but the Raiders quickly converge on him. Colson Sanders coming over to make the stop. Be a gain of about 5 for Moore.
Well, Connor Moore doing a great job. Looked like he got shot out of a cannon there, man. Did a great job. He realized, hey, my number's getting caught upon here. Did a good job of making a nice dive there. About the 4 to 6 hole there, but off the tackle's rear. Get in behind his offensive line. They did a good job blocking up front, creating a lane for him to run in. Did a good job.
2nd and 5 from the 42. Putnam will turn and pitch right side. There's Noah Nichols, and he is hammered. Wow, you don't want to give a Bill's body collision of the game to the opposing team, but
that was a thunderous blow right there. It really was there. And Nichols got stood up, and right whenever he got stood up, that's the scary part of being the running back there. You never want to quit until the whistle blows, but at the same time, that works both ways.
That was Rob Houston Bailey laying the lumber there. 2-yard gain for Nichols. 3rd and short for the Colonels. Handoff goes to Cooper Moore. He's got a Greenville Motorsports first down, but another big lick by Rob Houston Bailey. He's pinning the ears back on these Colonel backs right now.
There used to be a guy up here, I want to say his last name was Bailey, around 95, 94, and he could really hit, and he could really pop. And I wonder if that's a descendant of his. Trey Bailey, I think was his name. Yep. Man, he could lick as well.
4-yard pickup, 1st and 10 Colonel. Putnam under center.
Dang, look at them linemen there. They're getting down and greedy.
Some movement up front. Officials will blow this one dead.
The nose guard, he jumped up and hit the center's helmet, and the ball hadn't even moved yet. This is what you like to see here. These defensive linemen are getting in it and getting after and getting gritty here. Them offensive linemen are not wanting to get showed up at all either. They're really wanting to get fired up and out of their stances as well.
5-yard penalty against the Colonels back up to the 43. Got Jeff Rainey in the ball game now, along with John Reese Jackson. We'll try to get these other names for you. Warren Toller in there, along with Ford Owen, is the new center for the Colonels. John Clayton Chisholm, Jacob Sepulvedo in there as well. 2nd and 15 Colonels from their own 43. We're under 2 minutes to play now as the handoff will go to Chisholm, and he is hit hard once again. Rob Houston Bailey. That'll be a loss back to the 42, loss of 1 on the play.
Watson, you know how we were talking about our differences from last week there. Last week we had a monsoon come through town, very wet. Didn't have anybody in the agriculture business, the combine operators out there listening. And I'm getting a lot of texts now saying they're listening loud and clear, still working those late, long hours there. Hope and pray for their safety out there and get those fields cut and fields harvested out. Glad y'all are listening in.
Second and 16, Colonels from their own 42 as we approach the 1-minute mark. Colonels on top, 33-7. Putnam under center. He'll turn, pitch it right side to Nichols. Glad to see he was able to come back in the game. He's going to be brought down. Another loss on the play. They'll mark this back at the 39, a 3-yard loss for Nichols.
Well, you got to give him credit. That young man stepped back up there when his number got called upon, taking the toss sweep around the right side there, just really barreling in there and holding on to that ball and not causing a fumble here this late in the game.
Brewer Wright, I believe, also in the game for the Colonels. Try to get all these names for you. Clock continues to run. 30 seconds to play. That's junior high. I was looking for the high school roster. I'll explain that later. Might be the final play of the game. Putnam will hand off to John Clayton Chisholm. Positive yardage on this play as Chisholm works up to the 44. Give him 5 on the carry. That will be the final play of the night. Your final score will be 33-7. Colonels knock off Kirk Academy on the road in Grenada. Big Blue improves to 4-1 on the year, 1-0